introduce you to a little something called Myst Online. Myst Online was developed by Cyan Games a long time ago, and was discontinued. It was recently brought back and released for free, and was not maintained by Cyan Games anymore, but the people who played it, and that is all. It is a multiplayer puzzle-solving experience, and if you think Myst multiplayer, this game might be the best way that something like that could be executed. There is a whole story about this universe, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm not here to talk about the Deny, or the lost culture in some New Mexico desert, or any of that. No, I'm here to talk about the people who still play this game, the strange folk who exist and live in this cut-off and abandoned area of the internet. Those who call themselves the Salt Shaker Society. The story about their contact with the infamous Nahab internet group, and about the heroic deeds of the spokesperson for the group, Griswalter. Deep in the cavern, among all the unfinished construction, in the deep crevices where hope and despair find its final resting place, a curious group of folk is gathering together. It is something they do every night, in the same place. This is their routine, and they haven't broken out of it in a few months. Here they spend their nights leisurely, enjoying one another's company. They talk about their lives, tell jokes, play word games, and most famously, sing songs to each other. Here is where we meet the main cast of our show tonight. The man in the green shorts is Griswalter, the centerpiece of our play. Talented at singing, charismatic above all else, and adorer of tacos. He is unanimously loved by the group and displays a warm, welcoming vibe to any soul who might be passing through the caverns. Aside him is Kim, his partner. Though not as outspoken as Grizz, she is equally as liked. Here we have Da Vinci, commonly called Vinny. He supplies the humor to the group, never a far step away from putting a smile on your face. And over here is G'day, a quiet fellow who expresses his opinions with a soothing speech. And here we have Castlekeeper, the de facto leader of the Salt Shaker Society. He stands on the outskirts, always watching, ever guarding. It is night as usual. Everyone is in their place, everyone is enjoying the moonlight, and Grizz is entertaining. But our good-natured society will be having some unsuspected visitors tonight.
Well, at first, I walked in, I saw Grizz. He was with his group of friends, and I was like, hey, these people seem pretty cool. Somebody I can get to know, you know?
So they were friendly to you?
I mean, yeah, when I first came up, they was talking to me and being nice and everything, and I made a couple jokes, and they seemed to like it and stuff, so that's what I figured.
Tupac and his friend Nahab entered the group and attempted to make some new acquaintances. It went pretty well at first.
I'm not singing any
and this lasted for a few days.
What makes him think I do phone calls?
Barbecue sauce.
I get it.
What?
What? I have to listen to that again.
I have to rewind that.
Oh yeah! Now what your excuse gonna be? Good job. That was good. Now, bring it. Your turn, brother.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I gotta warn you first. This might be a little bit of PG-13. Dude, I just threw barbecue sauce on your ass. What you got to talk about? Yeah, that's right. Alright. The only way to change me is maybe blow my brains out stuck in the middle of the game to get the pain out. Pray to my God every day, but he don't listen. The poverty bothers me, but mama smoking what's in the kitchen. Listen, I can hear her crying in the bedroom, praying for money, but let me be wishing you that soon.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, I don't know, I got stuff.
All things seemed good in the cavern, but it didn't last that way for long.
Dude, man, stop being nervous. It's alright. We like it. That's what we do around here.
I get really scared.
You're really
Don't be scared, man. Trust me. There ain't no reason. Well, if it ain't like
A few days later,
goddamn mirror.
another group of players showed up. This one completely more hostile.
Unbelievable. You know what?
I had to get out of there, man.
They're here in Uru trying to talk smack because they can't go out and start a real fight with computer in the middle of the night. Meanwhile, here they are as a group on the computer in the middle of the night. I'll tell you what, you guys would be a lot funnier if you could actually get your mic volumes worked out, because all we hear is a bunch of... That's all we're hearing.
It's the same sound when your boyfriend's pounding you.
Such an effect on your guys' lives. That's great, man. Keep it coming, guys. Tell you what, when my friend over here called me up on the CB, I was looking at you know, man, it's a woman to interject, right? Go back to the kitchen and just shut your mouth. Shut your poor mouth. Hold on. I have a floor. Yes, you do. Okay. Alright. What I want to do is snap some glasses off your face and put them on your ass so I can talk to the right side. The lady is. Oh no, not your mom. The other kind. Oh man, that was such a good joke.
Why did you choose the big one, man?
Oh man, joke. Good joke. Oh man.
The insults were overwhelming.
Good joke.
The Griswolder imposters overflowed the ferry terminal. Salt Shaker Society had to leave, and they had to leave now.
I'm just so...
Having the whole society overrun and the whole group dispersed, Grizz knew something big had happened. Strange new players came on, seeming to disrupt what was once a peaceful, friendly ferry terminal cavern. Players like Android Grizz, who roamed around the dark corners of the streets, speaking in a metallic voice, the phrases that Grizz himself once spoke to his group of friends. Numerous Griswolder impersonators going by the names of Eggs and Grizz, Griswolder CCCC, and other names like that. His name was being tarnished. Worst of all, he suspected his close friend, Tupac. But then eventually problems started arising, correct?
Look, I didn't want it to end like it did, but I had to get out of there, man. I started getting accused for all kinds of stuff that I wasn't even a part of, nothing.
What kind of stuff was going on? I mean, what did they accuse you of?
It was crazy. Like, one day I come in, and I'm just being myself, and everybody's cool, and the next day I come in and they start to say I'm a part of this Nahog group or something.
Around this time, no one knew that the cavern could be trusted, and unfortunately, that included Tupac. He was new, people didn't know exactly who he was, they just knew he was been around. Now, Tupac pulled up his own pants and decided to leave. He decided that they were right for suspecting him because he was new, and he'll just leave them to do it. But he did leave one last message for us to give to Griswolder.
Yo, man, if you out there, like, we brothers, man. I don't know why it had to end like that, but I'm in hiding right now because Chaos was coming at my ass like a motherfucker. I just had to get out.
Tupac was put into the same group as Nahab and his friends, the ones designated as the originators of all this chaos. At this point, the group became cold and xenophobic, discouraging any new players from entering the group. They could only trust those close to them from now on, or so they thought, until G'day came to Grizz with an astounding discovery.
I bet you want to know how I found out about good old Jeremy. Ain't that it?
I cannot believe the amount of research you must have done. I mean, I am blown freaking away, man. Blown away. How did you pull this off?
Iden. There's a, do you remember the Big Time Griefers a while back? He has a YouTube channel under the name of PP Jeremy. He's the one that was, him and his friends were coming up with all these good old boy names like Grizz and Bacon, or Eggs and Grizz, Grizz and Bacon, and all that kind of stuff. Android Grizz. And I traced him to where his house is. I got a phone number. I talked to his mother this evening. As soon as he gets back home, she says she's going to have a long sit down with him to discuss his online activities. And I mean, clear shots of his neighborhood. He put up a video of a house fire in his neighborhood the day it happened. So all I had to do was check on that little news item and I got his neighborhood. And
with Nahab's mother called, everything could get back to normal. Thanks to the heroism of Griswalter and the sacrifice of Gitay, the Salt Shaker Society would never have to worry about internet griefers ever again. When Nahab got home, his mother took his computer out of his room and had a nice long sit down with him. Since then, Grizz, Gitay, and even Castlekeeper all got crayon-drawn cards of apology each. All from Nahab, all apologizing for the great dark age of Myst Online which he put them through. Nowadays, Grizz and his homely Salt Shaker Society can all be found in the ferry terminal, as proud as they once were, singing their lives away and enjoying every minute of it. And they have plenty of reason to enjoy themselves, having bested one of the greatest internet griefers of our time. So closes our little story of the Myst Online Chronicles. It's a touching one. It compels every single human emotion, that of distrust, that of hatred, and that of redemption. And we all know which character portrays which. I thank you for joining me tonight on Internet Stories with your host, Boris. And I hope you join us next week when we tackle the really great and misunderstood chronicle that is Lit Fuse Films. Good night.